fade it out anyway. Bam. Cut that off right there. What's going on, good people? It's your boy Gaming Dad. A little tongue tied on that one right there. But welcome back, man. Do you know, man, out of 23 episodes, I've never taken a week off. This is the first time I was like, no show. I was gonna come back and do a Thursday show, but I was like, man, I just kind of just needed a disconnect for a minute. But I'm glad I did it. I had a good time. Couple things before we get started, man. I want to tell you about my vacation. It was lovely. You know, we had winter break here for our kids, and so they give us a week off from school, which is a good thing. But we had a good time, man. You don't know if you ever heard of Destin, Florida. If you haven't, definitely worth to check out, especially if you want some spot that's got beautiful sand, beautiful water, low key, not a lot of mischief going on. Just a nice beach life experience. Destin, Florida is definitely high on the radar. Also, before I get started, man, listen, I throughout my travels, man, I have inspired a lot of kids. I have worked with a lot of kids, kids that is doing good in school, kids that are really at risk. And I met this young lady at a youth home. She don't like me saying it, but I don't care. I'm gonna tell her anyway. But we used to have conversations when she was at the youth home about how she had to be great and how the Bible was definitely going to lead her. And so she is an author. She wrote this book, this children's book. It's called The Day I Met Eden. And I just want to give her just a tad bit of shout out and her name is Damar McCoy. She can find her on Facebook. And if you feel like you got a couple extra dollars, man, you want to support her cause. Let me go give you a picture. Let me see if I can zoom in. And it's a wonderful children's book, especially if you have children who are dealing with emotional behaviors, and some kids kind of out of control, or they are angry all the time. This is a great little book, and I'm so proud of her that she's grown up to be this wonderful adult. And I just thank God that he put her in my path. And but I just want to give her some love. Once again, it's called The Day I Met Eden. You can find it on Amazon. If you feel like just wanted to kind of support young authors, and young people that's out there hustling and trying to make a change in this world, doing things, and completing projects, I would love for you to support her and her journey. And so I wanted to give her a little love tonight on my show. All right, without any further ado, I'm going to go through some of my comments. But before I go, I want to make sure I talk to you about Destin, man. I mean, once again, beautiful sand. That's the first thing I noticed. It was just like beautiful sand. It was a lot of things to do, but this vacation was just one of the vacations like, we just wanted to rest, go to the beach, rest, go to the beach. So we didn't do anything really on the outskirts. We didn't go out to, no big time dinner. We went to, I think we did Olive Garden one night, and, we love Hungry Howie's Pizza. And you don't have one nowhere close where we live at here. So we did Hungry Howie's Pizza a couple of nights, and my kids did Sonic one night. We was only down there for like 3 days, but it was worth it. It's about a 5-hour drive from my house to Destin, Florida. So it was good. It was just a good little vacation. Definitely highly recommended if you guys make your direction to Florida. And the bad part about it, it was during the hurricane. The hurricane was coming. And we were on the west side of the state, closer to Alabama, Mississippi, that direction. And so we didn't get none of that, none of the rain, none of that, but my brother and his wife were at Myrtle Beach, and they got rain the whole time while she was there for her birthday. But we had such a really, really good time. Beautiful weather, beautiful sunsets. I took some great pictures of my daughter that I'm probably gonna, I'm gonna get her permission first, but I'm probably gonna post because they just came out so wonderful. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. Y'all my people, man. I'll let you know that through all of that, I was safe. Didn't get no rain, no nothing. We had a good time, and we made it back. And now I'm back to work. So let's go through some of the comments. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not become a follower, or if you have a Twitch account, you know what? You can get on the board twice tonight. I linked my Twitch in the chat, so all you can do is click on that link in the chat, and you know what, it'll take you over to my Twitch. You can become a follower, and you know what, you can drop a comment. 'Cause we're simultaneously broadcasting not on here on YouTube, but also on Twitch, so you can get on the board twice a night. You know, we're giving out our free $10 eShop card, and you know what, your brother, I got about 3 eShop cards, even though I'm not giving them all out tonight, but I have 3, so you know what, you'll get yours pretty soon. So just wanted to drop that tidbit. And also, you know what, I put my Discord is also in the chat too. It's in the top part of the chat. So you're not a member of our Discord channel, feel free to go in the chat on YouTube and become a member. We love to have you. All right. Of course, I said hi to Candy because Candy was on the board first. And hey, Samantha, how you doing? Samantha said hello, everybody. I know I need to catch up with the chat, but just bear with me. My boy Steve in, what's going on with you, my brother? He said, I got a hurricane for my birthday on Friday. God almighty. Not the hurricane. But listen, the key is, man, that you're here today to talk about it and that you are safe. That's the key. All right. So listen, I've been waiting for this comment, but you know, me and Candy been chopping it up on Instagram. And Candy did not. I wish I could have posted that picture. Candy did not get her Steam Deck. She bypassed the Steam Deck because she wanted that iWatch Ultra. And I have to admit, I picked up one too. But it is dope. It is dope. Candy, I'm gonna tell you, listen, I picked up a couple things. One, I picked up a different band. I like this band because it's black, but I like the band with the band with the hooks in it. But the band I got, the watch was green and it's a little too small. So, you know, I wanted to watch that day, so I took the smaller band. But I mean, I could put it on and everything, but you know, it just became a hassle putting it on and off. But one thing that I did pick up, Candy, and I want you to pick, is this cover. You know what? You know, it kind of makes the watch a little bit more low key. You know, if people don't know I got an Ultra on until they they get ready to look at it. But I love this little cover, man. And they come in a 2-pack. Some on Amazon. I think I paid like $20 for them. But it was that. If anything, I can recommend. I highly recommend the little cover. Now, the band is a little bit more manly. I just kind of just like it. It matched my aesthetics. But yeah, right. But she right though. The watch is fire. I tell you, listen. If you're in that market, if you like, oh, you know what, if you got an iPhone 13, don't upgrade to the 14. I upgrade every year because I utilize the cameras. But you know what? To be honest, don't upgrade. There's no need to upgrade to the 14. I would tell you right now. Why is my students calling me during my live? This is one of my former students. He calling me right now during my live. Let's see. Thomas Vines. Mr. Reed. Yes, man. I'm live on YouTube, but I'm putting you on blast. What's going on, man?
So I got a question. So you know I'm crazy, and I'm in Freeman, and I ran out of gas. I was wondering if you could help me, because my mama, she said she ain't got it.
Man, listen, you know what? You've been asking a lot of these crackhead tendencies. You know, I talked to Bakari too. This ain't the first time you've been asking for money.
Nah, look.
These are crackhead tendencies.
No, I don't even. No, really, no, I really don't even do that shit no more.
Hey man, what? Hey, man. I mean, hey. Okay, all right. Listen, I'm letting you know. These are crackhead tendencies, and this is not the first time you've asked for some money. So listen.
I'm not Josh James.
Listen. All right, listen. Send me your well, you want to have to text me your Cash App.
Yeah.
Text me the Cash App, but I'll send you something.
Okay, and I can pay you back. Today is what's today?
Now listen. Let me tell you something. Look, listen to me. Don't pay me back. You take this money as a small little gift, and you know what? You go and you bless somebody else when you get in a position to bless somebody else.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Can they hear me online?
They're hearing everything you saying. They can hear you.
Y'all better like and subscribe to Mr. Reed right now. Game and Dad right now.
Appreciate you, my brother. Listen, more like if they watching, they probably already subscribed. Right.
Hey, look, you just can't watch it and not subscribe.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Those are facts.
Mr. Reed.
All right, man. Listen, hey, you have to send it through Facebook. That's why I'm gonna get it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Reed.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Man, listen, this kid he didn't listen. He made some decisions that I did not agree with. But I'm not gonna put his information on blast. However, you know, my philosophy is once you become my student, you're always my student. And so I know that trying to navigate this world and being an adult, I knew it was going to be hard for these kids because you know they make these decisions and they don't think. They don't think about the consequences. They don't have, this generation does not have the forethought to see down the road, let alone like the next day. You know, it is just it's mind boggling. You know, so all I can say to you, man, as you raise your kids, man, get, you know, put them in situations where they have to think. Make them love mathematics, even though they hate it. Make them love mathematics, because mathematics will help you think. People sometimes they say, "Oh man, I don't do math. I don't do algebra. I don't do geometry." But you know what? Math is not about algebra and geometry. And you know, math is about the process of thinking. And sometimes these kids just don't think. All right, but you know, back to Candy. I'm sorry y'all had to, you know, we had to interrupt that, but you know, sometimes I'm glad I answered because I knew if he keeps calling me that he needed something. So hope y'all don't mind. I gotta let me. And then this Cash app. Who puts Cash ass trick? Does that? Kids. I know y'all don't mind if I just gotta send this some boy something. I'm not gonna send him a ton of money though. He just need money to get home. Just remember, good people, when you get in a position where you can bless somebody, man, bless them, man. You'll be surprised. God will always have you. All right, there he is. Confirm. Help with gas. All right, good people. Thank you for your patience. Y'all didn't have to be patient with me on that one. I appreciate you. Let's continue. Yes, Candy, the watch is fire. Hey, Geeky, how you doing? Welcome. I know I'm behind the chat. Just be with me. I'm gonna catch up. Oh, I'm so jealous. Steven, all the good things keep happening to you, man. When it comes to the video game thing, you got your analog pocket. I still haven't got one. Now you listen. My copy of NieR arrived a few days early, and it's really cool. I hope the other NieR games come to Switches eventually. You know what, man? Listen, I'm mad that they came to you early. I'm sorry, I'm jelly. I ain't gonna lie, I'm jealous. I wish I would have got mine a little early, but that's all right though. I'm glad one of us got it. So Steve M, this is a great question. This is a question I want to answer myself. How are the load times? I know I'll eventually get to your comment, but I want you if you could put that in. How's the load times between scenes? All right, everybody saying hi to one another. Everybody say, okay. He said, thank you, Candy. One of my best friends live in Fort Myers. Oh, wait, he's in Fort Myers. And had the damage to their home, but his fiance's family can't help rebuild before the wedding in a few weeks. Golly, man. Well, you know what? I hope God blesses her in her wedding, because you know that's kind of that's kind of that could be hard to be like, man, you know what? Right before your wedding, everything transpires the way it is. CMG in the building. What's going on, CMG? So what's up, Gamey Dad in the chat? Samantha says, hey, Samantha was early on the board too. Hey, Samantha. CMG, you already know the topic. You know what though? Listen, tonight, CMG, I hope you can stick around, man, because I got a lot of questions to ask you, and also ask the chat about saying which way this really kind of dealing with Stadia. Gorilla Tactics in the building. What's going on, Gorilla Tactics? Let me get you on the board. All right, Basil YT in the building. What's going on, Basil? How you doing? All right. Let's see. Gorilla Tactics says CMG is watching this podcast with the shades on. you know the vibes. That's so funny. Oh, Basil YT said, yo, CMG said, Ashley in a podcast right now. Laugh out loud. Oh, okay, all right. Well, listen, so you got the mad skills to double dip, CMG. Candy says, that's super dope. I grew up in the system. I'm so proud of Ms. DeMar. Yes, 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 yes. You know what? Listen. I'm telling you, when it's one of the reasons why I allow my door to continue to be open when I'm dealing with these kids, because I know sometimes these kids just don't have the support. And sometimes, I might not be able to, if I can give them a little couple dollars here, I can help them if I can. But, sometimes it don't even be about money. It's about somebody that's providing them with some knowledge. Like, I got some kids right now, that they getting ready to buy a car, but they have no clue on what to do. No clue at all. And I be talking to them, and I had to give them game. It's like, you know what? They clueless. And you know what? It's like, man, a teacher can't, I can't teach them everything. But like, I believe a lot of these high schools, they just need to go back to the day when they had home economics and a basic living skill class. Like, these kids have no clue. And I think it's by design, man. They should never took away stuff like home ec and wood shop, all them things, all those kind of like, tools classes, man, was there to kind of help kids be able to survive out of high school. And I don't think we were doing a very good job of preparing these kids for the next level. I'm sorry, I just know the same about video games, but it's on my heart. Quake 311, what's going on, my brother? Let me get you on the board. All right, you on the board. It says, it's okay to fall apart. Tacos fall apart all the time, and we still love them. Facts. I love that. Love that quote. Samantha says, I am blessed to be here. And you know what, Samantha? We're blessed that you're here. That's the blessing. CMG said, I am so mad that with Google, it's not even funny. You know what? The question I want to ask them with Google is, where did they fall apart? I got a bunch of where did they fall apart, and why did they go out the way they went out? My issue with Google is, it's not the fact that they went out. I love the fact that they're gonna give out a refund. I think that they needed to do that, because if not, it was gonna be class action lawsuits up to YU. They had to do that. So I love the fact that they made that decision to give out refunds. But however, you know what? Some of the developers didn't even know they were going to make the decision. See, that's my issue, is the level of professionalism make them look really bad as a company. But to me, the question I want to ask the chat, like, hey, where did they go wrong? Where was the point where, did they? And my feeling is that they went wrong at the beginning. I think if you're going to make this decision, like, no, it's like, to me, like, no one did their homework. It's like, man, look at successful systems. Every successful system have a successful IP to go along with that system. And I feel like Google just came in on the coattails of all these successful games. They came in with their idea. They thought that idea was going to like sell the product. And it's like, who sat on this board to make these kind of decisions, these multi-million-dollar decisions? I bet it was none of us. Cause I was like, man, where your games at? It's like, if I can get this game, you're gonna try to tell me I have to pay the exact same price to own a game that I really don't own on digital. That I have to be dependent upon the Wi-Fi signal. No, I'm not dealing with that. Crazy. For real, CMG, you think being on Google Stadia was a waste of time? I mean, you play some, like, I've watched some of your streams, man. You play some games you finished some games on Stadia. I think, and you were definitely a diehard supporter of the brand, and I couldn't do nothing but salute my hat to you. But I don't think the infrastructure here in America is just not ready for Google. Now, if we was in Japan, if our infrastructure was like Japan, then it probably would have thrived. But yeah, we just wasn't ready for that. And you know what? To me, like, like I'm digging my Steam Deck because right now today I have access to my library no matter what integration happens. No matter if I improve my PC, you know, if I build me a brand new one today or I build it 5 years from now, I still have those games that I can play through my library. And they have not shown me yet that that's going to be an issue. So I salute. That's why I stick with. I mess with the Steam Deck because of those issues. Now, the minute they go to doing the Google, because I mean, to me, think about like if you was really heavily invested into Google, like, oh man, this is the only thing that you were playing, and then all of a sudden somebody say nope. It's like, man, that to me that's devastating. Katie said, I need that cover. Send me the link on IG. Yes, I sure will. Please, thank you. I upgraded my phone from the 11 to the 14 Pro, so I'm happy. You know what? Okay, yeah, okay. If you had an 11, okay, that's a very good statement. If you have an 11 or below, you upgrade. But if you got a 12 or a 13, I would not upgrade. I would not, because it's I haven't seen nothing that was like, oh man, this is so different. Now I do like some of the features on here. I do. But that's more of the software. But you know what? When it comes to the actual hardware unit, I mean, it ain't no different than the 12 or the 13. I mean, it's a little bit different than the 12, but not by much. Where you can like, oh man, I just gotta upgrade. But I mean, I don't. I mean, I do like. I really like my watch though. Giga said I put my Apple Watch away and got a Fitbit, but I ordered the iPhone Pro, waiting for it to be delivered. Oh no, I would listen hands down. I've been rocking the iWatch for a minute. I didn't get a 7. I had a 6, and I am too impressed with this bad boy. This bad boy right here. I mean, I see everything. You know, I like that. You know what? To be truly honest, you can probably almost get away. I'm gonna say this, but you can probably almost get away with like without an iPhone with your watch. It's close. I mean, I foresee like maybe in next 2 generations, you're gonna be able to have like some full functions that you can really get away with just having a watch instead of a phone. I'm just saying. Basil YT says, I got an iPhone 14, but I've come from an iPhone SE 22. Oh yeah, so yeah, the upgrade for you was like definitely A1. A1. That was definitely a well worth upgrade. You would definitely enjoy it. CMG says I am excited for the Steam Deck. CMG is gonna get a Steam Deck. Look at the fruits of Guerrilla Tactics. He is converting them left and right. It's like changing water to wine. He is doing his things. Matter of fact, Valve need to go ahead and send you a check. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Listen, no, I can't say that. I can't say that too loud. My kids might be listening. But I would tell you, listen. I ordered another one for someone, and and it was quick. It was quick. It was like I pre-ordered, and you know what? Within like a week or so, it was like bam. You know, I pay for it. I was like, all right. So I like being a good Santa. CMG says, feel good to get back to Nintendo fully again, where I originally belonged. Yeah, you know, listen, yeah, you should have. To me, I would have never walked away. I'd have been like, you know, I'd have kept me a nice little balance. But you know what? Though, I like the fact that your Google Stadia content was unique. It was a unique niche. So, uh, definitely, I salute you on that. Steve M says, I'm very early. I'm very early part. I'm in the very early part of NieR. It had a loading screen when I first started the game, but I haven't seen the loading again. Okay, it's been action seamlessly, cutscenes back to action. Okay, so that's good to know. That's good to know. You know, keep me in the loop with that. I mean, I'm going to purchase the game. I have it on Steam, but one of the reasons why I want to purchase it, the whole game is on the cartridge. That's what I like. The whole game is on the cartridge, and I dig that. CMG said, "Thank God I kept my Steam account as long as I did." You know what? That's what I ran into, and you know what? I kind of kicked myself because I had students in my class telling me to create one, and I forgot. And so when the original Steam Deck came out, I pre-ordered it, but I had started my account like 3 days before the pre-order started, so I couldn't get in on that first batch because of that. So you live, you learn. Quake 311 says Stadia was ahead of its time. Google was just repurpose this tech to the future when the global infrastructure catches up with them. Yeah, you know what? I like the fact that Stadia is saying, "Listen, we're going to market this out to other companies because the tech is there. I watched like CMG streams just to kind of like see how good the quality was, and I mean, I'd never seen an issue. That's why I was like, don't get me wrong, I was impressed with Stadia. Um, but you know what? I think overall, I think in the scheme of things, I'm more of a handheld gamer than I am a TV gamer, especially nowadays. So, but I definitely liked what the direction it was going. So I no hating on the technology by stretch of imagination, but I do agree with your statement that it's a little ahead of its time, and when the infrastructure get there, don't be surprised that they somehow, some way, figure out a way to get back on scene. Because they had to spend, I mean, billions. I would say they spent billions of dollars on this project. But once again, this is Google. They had it to lose. This is a tax write off for sure for them. Gorilla Tactic says launch is where they went. Launch was where they went wrong. Launch with the features missing. They canceled all first party games. Yep. See, this is where I'm with you on 100%. They turned it around with the pro subscription, but services, but it was too late. Yep, agreed. And you know what? And listen, but look at Google Stadia, and then look at a lot of these games that's been coming out of late. I look at Google Stadia, and then I look at Halo. You know what? Halo, if it had all the features it was supposed to from day one, would be a success right now. But by this process of dragging these like features along has really downplayed the game. If they'd have came out the gate with all the stuff they promised, you know what, people will be still talking about and even playing Halo. But you know what? I don't know what the player count is now, but I know a lot of people ain't talking about it, and I know a lot of people ain't playing it. So that's how I look at when you come to, once again, with Stadia and the things they had missing at the beginning. That if they had these things on point, we would have a different situation and probably a formative competitor in this market. But right now, at Microsoft, they dominates the market. Quaid said, still rocking iPhone 12, Watch 6. Listen, don't I wouldn't. I'm not hating on the Watch 6 because I rocked the Watch 6 for a long time, but I tell you, you put on this Ultra, you're gonna be like, oh man, I'm just go in the Apple Store and just try it on. If you especially if you're a power user. I would try to explain it to people like, you know what, like if you are workout, like I'm a guy, I'm a workout, I'm doing all kind of stuff with my watch. And if you consider yourself a power user, oh yeah, this is a no brainer. But if you're just a casual, like, hey, I'm just going to, I use it to take the time, that's it. Then stick with the. You can probably go back to the 5 and still be, like cool with it. Gorilla Tactics says in the end, or I guess at the end of the day, by the time Google Stadia was worth a damn, there were still like 4 other streaming services and too many other ways to play the same damn game. Shout out to Gorilla Tactics. God almighty. Give him the round of applause on that one. I think, you know what, I don't know how you guys feel, but to me, that is what's wrong with the video game industry as a whole right now. It's just too many systems. It's too many ways to play. And no one really got it, completely right. Um, I don't get me wrong. I like Nintendo because and what makes Nintendo special is that Nintendo has Nintendo games. You know, their IPs make them so special and so synonymous to my youth that I'm always gonna rock Nintendo. Um, but man, you know what? The Steam Deck, you know what? It's a nice alternative. But once again, it's just another piece of tech I gotta carry along with me. You know what? So you know you got your Switch, then your Steam Deck, then your iPad, then your computer. It's like I had to, we went on vacation, but I ended up carrying so much stuff because I was like, well, I can do this, I can do that. That hunt to not be bored. So it's so many different companies that you really can't, settle down and I like it when it's back in the day when it was just Nintendo, and then maybe Sega. Kenny KP says, that's true, Gaming Dad. I actually went to the store today and left my phone at home, just my watch and my AirPods. Listen, that right there is such a game changer. I've been plenty of time where I've like went traveling and like, oh man, I left my phone. I went traveling with my job, so I couldn't get back to my phone for to the end of the day, but was able to survive, able to pay for stuff right through my watch. The watch is A1. This was to get the Ultra was a definitely easy upgrade. Everything else was like, oh, like I like the phone, but I'm the watch is where it's at. Said, are you on Steam? Yeah, you know what? I need to send you my stuff. Yeah, I think a lot of us is on Steam. I think Geeky's on Steam. Um, I probably need to post that stuff. I'll try to post it in Discord. I can't even tell you my Steam login information. I know it's Gaming Dad something. I don't know. Forgot. Not top of my head. Geeky Chick said I haven't used my Steam Deck in like 2 weeks. What? I've seen them video crank out though. I love my Nintendo Switch OLED. Look at you. Look at you. Remember, Geeky was like, I am not buying one. That's how Geeky was like, no, no, I am okay with my light. I am okay. Then she probably went to a Best Buy, seen the light, was like, almost scratched her cornea. It was like, I need to get one of those bad boys. So I hear you on that, Geeky. I send you a request. Laugh out loud. Steve M says, I feel bad for the devs and Stadia employees that got blindsided by the announcement and are out of jobs and lots of money wasted on making Stadia games. That to me, that's why I look at that. To me, my whole reasoning for saying how it's like, how do you do that? How do you burn those bridges with such confidence? Just to say, I don't care. I don't care what you do. If you don't want to, if you to me, you treat people the right way, and I just feel like, man, they just like this sad. This give them the middle finger, and they people out here, trying to get themselves prepared to make for your platform, and then you just say, all right, we're done. Good old Google. Geek said I need to log on and check it out for it. I know. Listen, I know, right? Like I've been playing 2K on it. That's really the only game I've been playing of late is 2K. But oh yeah, you know what? You're right. I've been waiting for Overwatch 2 to be downloadable on the Switch. What is that out yet? I know it's soon though. I know it's like this month. What day did that launch? Basketball TV on mine. Checking that out for me. I appreciate you. Steve M said, I'm very tempted to get a Steam Deck, but I want one with better battery life. Man, it is the Achilles heel of this particular Steam Deck. If you can survive without one, oh man, listen, that's a very good question. Would I wait for Steam Deck today? Wait for it, a better one, or would I get one today? Steve M, I'll say it like this here. If you like Madden, get you one today. You don't, as a matter of fact, you don't need like you don't really you don't need the highest tier model for sure. If you just want, at the faster SD, you get the 512, you be great. But to be truly honest, you can probably get away with the 64 gigabyte one, get your SD card, and you're gonna be straight. That's why I say to you, if you like playing Madden, you want the opportunity to play on the go, it's worth it. It's worth it to get. Eventually, get you a powerful, get you a 40 watt or a 65 watt power bank. You'll be all right. Having a Steam Deck reminds me of having the original Switch. That original Switch was like, you get 2 or 3 hours of Breath of the Wild, and you be like, man, that bad boy about to die. It's pretty much on par with that. That's how I look at it. CMG says Microsoft definitely destroyed Google, backed them into a corner. You know what? Listen, I think Game Pass, man, was, what, and it's still like the best option in gaming. If you didn't have much, that's the direction to go. I always tell people that. Greta Tech said, I love having options of where to play games. It's up to the user to decide where they want to play. Xbox is Game Pass, PS5 is for exclusives, PC for everything else. Steam Deck is for Nintendo games. Oh man, I do like my Steam Deck. I ain't gonna front, but I will not play Switch games on my Steam Deck. I won't do that. I won't do that to Nintendo. Grid Texas says, hold on, I said CMG says, you on Steam Deck, right? Grid Texas, what's your name? Oh, okay, good. Today, 4th. What's going on? Mendez in the building. What's up? Sorry I'm late. No problem, brother. You're always on time as long as you show up. Always on deck TV. Got you. You on the board. Geeky says Disney Dreamlight Valley and Hoka Life. Is it Hoka? So Hoka Life are the only games I've been playing lately. Let me ask you a question, Geeky. So I saw one of your videos when you like, Disney Dreamlight looks so much better on the Steam Deck. You know what? Have they made any improvements to make it look better? Any updates rather to make it look better on the Switch? Or is just being on the Switch is just more accessible? Good question. Grid Attack says, if you bought the original Switch, I don't see the concern about the Steam Deck battery. Yeah, I mean, to me that's where it's pretty much evenly matched. You know what? I just hope, what would be really, really dope if there were some way Valve could sell you a battery that gave you better battery life and you can just have that bad boy installed in your Steam Deck. To me, that would be dope. That would really, really settle the masses. Because to me, that's the really only Achilles heel. If it had a better battery life, it would really be super dope. But you know what? I mean, I keep mine on a charger. Very seldom I'm playing that long of sessions that I just really need to recharge it. But I definitely am overly glad that I picked one up, or that my wife picked one up for me. With that, always on deck gaming Steam. Listen, y'all can be just like Mendez. You can be on both Steam. I mean, not Steam, but Twitch and YouTube. But it's always on deck gaming. Mendez, are you streaming this game? Disney Dreamlight? It says Disney Dreamlight is fun. Why is it so fun, Mendez? I need to know your opinion. We know why Geeky like it. Why do you like it? CMG says I can't find you, Gorilla Tag. Okay, blah blah blah. Yep, Gaming Dad just been trying to add people on Steam. Google is dead to me. Yeah, it's dead to everyone else. So funny. Never man. Okay. Geek said they fixed some of the crashes on Switch, but that's it. Switch has better battery life through when you're playing it. More updates, bug fixes coming this month. Okay, all right. Steve M says an OLED Steam Deck would be fire. Yeah, listen, that's right. To me, this next Steam Deck doesn't need to be like this full blown majorly upgrade. You give it a new screen and a better battery, maybe a more efficient processor, but listen, you good to go. Gorilla Dad says, ain't no one trying to be like Mendez. Man is out here playing Disney games. Oh, man. Oh, man. Listen, COG. I'm excited for the new Switch coming out. You know what? Speaking of Switch, man, one of the questions I posed in the chat, I will pose for for this video, is of course the how can I say it, the media around $70 games has been exposed, but those who are remember back in the day, back in the Super Nintendo days, we played $80 for some of these games. It wasn't just we've been to I've been here before. But the question would be if Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom came out on a new Switch and they priced it at $70, do you buy it? I absolutely do. I would probably buy it. I would be mad buying it, but I would buy it. Always on Deck TV say, yes, sir. Been streaming the story. It's chill, easy to play, goal oriented, and they did a really good job with the world and the characters. Wow, that's fact. That's huge. So play it on Switch too, Gorilla. Okay, so you're streaming on Twitch and on Always on Deck Gaming. So yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you get a chance, man. Get on your Twitch, man. Follow my boy. Enjoy some of his streams, man. I got to get in there. Matter of fact, I think I'm following you, but if I'm not, I'm gonna make sure I follow it or not. Gorilla Tag said disgusting. Oh man, Gigi said she just followed. Man, Gorilla Tag is so funny, man. Golly. Oh man, CMG says I will follow Always on Deck TV. All right, shout out to my boy. I'm glad. If anything, if I could have been, I'd be a blessing to him. But all right, good people, listen. So back to my question. You know what? I think to be honest, if you'd have said Breath of the Wild, the original Breath of the Wild was $70, and you look back and say, would you pay $70 for that game again? Now, let me rephrase that question. If you just knowing what I know now, knowing would I go back and pay $70 for Breath of the Wild? And I would, because I think it provided it provided me such a great experience that I would for that game. But every game don't give you that same level of content, and that is one of those games. It's just like I would pay it for Zelda, but I wouldn't pay it for anything else. I maybe for God of War, if God of War provided that level of experience, but to me, God of War was more of a linear game, so I don't know if I would pay $70 for that game. But Breath of the Wild gave me like so much. That's a great game. I don't care what anybody say. Oh man, no doubt, man. Listen, this is how we get this. I'm telling you, man. If anything, I can give to you guys is how you get blessed is about blessing other people. It's how it's no matter how big, no small the blessing, your mindset and your heart has to be on helping other people. If your heart is in the right place, man, then man, I love doing this. I love helping out people. Steven said back in the day, you could get an SNES game for $20 in a bin cart at Walmart, and Nintendo had their Player's Choice games for sale. Yeah, but a lot of those games that came out like day one was like really expensive, especially during the Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 days, because I remember paying like big time prices of some of the games. I forgot how much I paid for Street Fighter. I gotta look that up. How much is Street Fighter Hyper Edition? A lot of games was like expensive. So this right here, this mark is not brand new, but you know what I don't think no one wants to pay $70 for a game. However, I think if I had to, if the game was good enough, I would. When you hit the $70 mark, that's when you got to say, well, you know what, I might not get it day one. I got to listen to some reviews. I know that game ain't going nowhere. Mendez says, Gaming Dad, I imagine if Nintendo started selling $70 games, I'll be after a new console launch. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they came out with Tears of the Kingdom, and Tears of the Kingdom was $70, and it came, and it came, launched next to a new system, what? People are gonna pay. They're gonna pay that $70. They're not gonna like it, but they're gonna pay it because the first game was so good. CMG says, "Yep, Gaming Dad is one of the coldest guys on here." Oh man, I appreciate the love, man. Thank you. What's going on? One of my students had there. What's going on? Muted Gaming says, "Alive. I'm alive. Also at work, so I'll be listening." All right, man. I'm glad you're at work. Working at Walmart, gas attendant. Don't get robbed, man. Don't get robbed. Grid Attack says, "I'm pretty sure I've paid $80 for Breath of the Wild back in the day. Now Sony got me here paying $105 for God of War. Golly. Ooh, man. Not 105. Oh, man. Look at you. Keep it in the chat. Oh, man. What about students send me a tell? What's going to say? Super chat said, keep me in the chat. Man. I love you too, man. I love you too. Appreciate the super chat. Tears of Kingdom. Oh my God, I can't wait. Yeah, listen, Zelda gonna be. It's gonna be like it's gonna shut down a lot of games. With that bad boy drop. Always on Deck TV. I started playing Bayonetta 2 for the first time last night, and now I want to get NieR. Man, NieR Automata is good. It is good. I'm playing it on the Steam Deck, man. It's like if you haven't, I tell you something, if you don't have a Steam Deck and you have not played it yet, I would definitely pick it up on the Switch. Definitely, it's a good RPG, good action RPG. So, and I want to get that Tunic. Okay, so this is my issue. I think I'm probably going to get Tunic on the Steam Deck because I looked at the comparison, and one thing I liked about Tunic is like I like the animation to be buttery smooth. It was like it looked real good on the Steam Deck. It looked real good. I mean, so I think I'm gonna pick it up on the Steam Deck. Because at first, if I didn't have a Steam Deck, of course I'd get it on the Switch. But I think that's gonna be a game I'll pick up on the Steam Deck. You gotta give people what they earn. Oh man, I appreciate the fact that you think I earned this $10, man. I appreciate you. I will take that blessing and ask God to bless you tenfold. CMG says, I hope it's at launch with the Switch 2. Do I think it will be a Switch 2 though? I don't know, man. It could be. If Nintendo sticks with their history. 6 years, it's about that time for them to go ahead and drop something new. And I think they can probably get away with it if they launch it. If they launch it next to Zelda, cause that would put them. So what? That will put them right at 6 years, a little over 6 years, a couple months. I think it could be a Switch 2, but if they want to extend it, they can probably extend it 2 years if they just drop a Pro. And I think financially, man, the Pro makes more sense financially. But the only thing about it, they run into a major block, not knowing how successful PS5 would be if you're pushing it in that direction. Shout out to Muted Gaming, man. Not that Muted Gaming. He's with the thank you, man, for another $5. Who said, man, I'm cold and bored. Yes, sir. You, sir, are my entertainment while I deal with Karens. You better you better give them their gas and their marble lights in the box. COG said I finished Bayonetta 1 and 2 on the Wii U. Well, I have a sealed copy of Bayonetta 2 on the Wii U. Had a blast. 2 is definitely better. Yeah. 2 is good. 2 is good. I bought a sealed copy of Bayonetta 1 for the Switch. So I'm just, keeping it. I want to speak to music manager. Oh man, it's funny. All right, good people. Let's dig into some. Let's see. I didn't even see if my stuff was set up properly. Let's see. Usually I had this stuff set up beforehand with my news. Let's see. Today shares. I hate that about a blip. I probably need to update. Let's see. These stories are old. Oh man, I hate that. Boom. Boom. That's whack. All right. Gotta take it back to the old school. Hold on, good people. I'm trying to. I went through and said all my little stories earlier, like I'm supposed to. I did my due diligence, but having some issues. Right, so all my stories that I had earlier, see, that's clearly saved here, are not being. It's not populating on my. I wonder why is that? It's so. I had a ton of stories. These old. Why is it not resetting like it's supposed to? Okay, all right. This might be it. This might be it. Bear with me, good people. Save stories. Man, it's a buster. All right, I'm just going to just go through my regimen. I'll find the stories I need to find. It is what it is. All right, good people. Let's see if this works. Boop, boop. All right, very good. That worked. All right, let's switch over. All right. I'll try to navigate it the best I can. I had a lot of stuff kind of. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me read some of these comments. He said, Sad Bear 1-2 on the Wii U and got stuck. I'm Bayonetta 1, never played. it again to a Switch. Beat it last year. Smith says that. So I am the commander. I am the commander now. He said Cobra Commander. These problems wouldn't exist if you were on Broke Boy Android. uh, have you talked about Slime Ratchet 2? No, we have not. I don't know if it's the first game on the Switch or not. Nope, no, I have not. Because that thinks gaming dad uses the Android. See, right. Oh no, I sat through 20 minutes of him and Candy gushing over an Apple Watch. Oh man, listen, don't hate, appreciate. Yeah, we was gushing. All right, I guess I didn't know this here. Say fandom has acquired GameStop giant bomb. Dang. GameFAQs and Metacritic in a $55 million deal. Wow. Now isn't Giant Bomb like the where Jeff Grubb works? I wonder. But man, listen, GameSpot, that's huge. GameSpot and Metacritic. TV Guide? What you gonna do with TV Guide? Tell me, listen, we gotta start as gamers. We gotta pay, we gotta pay attention, man, to a lot of these companies just buying up other companies, man. This is crazy. I mean, that's a pretty big pickup, but to me, $55 million is kind of cheap. Got them on the low. What's going on, Butternogs in the building? Cobra. So I've played Gris on Apple Arcade this week. That went fine with touch controls. Shovel Knight did not. I can only imagine. I would have never. I mean, I have Apple Arcade too, but I would have never ever tried to play Shovel Knight. Not that game. No. You gotta have tactile function. But Butterknife, let me before I get started, man, let me switch back to the. If you have not seen your name on the wheel yet, get muted gaming. I know that's who that is. Let's see who else. Get Butternox on board. All right. If I missed you, let me know. So I can go back and get. I got Basil YT up. All right. If anybody else, we only got 12 people on the scene tonight. Got a great chance to get that W. If you lose tonight, then you just you're just a loser. Don't forget, good people, to hit that like button, man. Just take out 20, man. Jump out real quick. Hit that like button. Come back, man. Telling you definitely will help me out. All right. NieR Automata, the end of year, whatever edition, a modern classic, shines on Switch. You know what? Steve M said he got it early, so he said that he's liking it. And the videos and what I've saw, people playing it early, it looks good. I mean, don't get me wrong. Since there's a clear difference between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second. You can play it at 60 frames per second on the Steam Deck and probably get it a lot cheaper. But if you do not have a Steam Deck, if you want a good RPG, an action RPG, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Great music. I would tell you, like, as I'm playing through it, that's one of the highlights to me was the music of the game is so dope. Definitely worth the pickup. I think I wish and shout out to Virtuals, man. I wish more developers, man, spend the level of time to make game. If you're not going to do it right, just don't do it. I hate. It's bad enough, saying we're in that era because there's so many Switches out there that we deal with shovelware. Like, man, it's not even fun to get on and look at games on the eShop unless it's a sale. It's like, if it's not a sale, it's like, man, I don't even really want to get on there because before you look at like games coming, you're gonna deal with so much crap before you get to something that's good. It's like I don't get that time to be wasting looking at all them dumb games. Yeah, he said that there were a new boss today. Grid Tactic says, that's an awkward moment when you know all the companies Phantom bought, but you don't know who or what is Phantom. Yeah, that's you're right. I don't know who Phantom is either. I just to know the fact that they bought all those companies out is you kind of wonder who's at the chief, who's at the head of those games. If you got an Apple Watch as opposed to a Steam Deck candy, then the Switch version of NieR Automata is 30 stops motion frames per second is for you. It is. That's a hard shot. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the watch is dope, man. Listen, I use it a lot. Now, would I got a watch or a Steam Deck? Nah, I got the Steam Deck. If that was my only choice, like, yeah, you can get this watch or you can get the Steam Deck, I'm getting the Steam Deck. But I understood Candy's dilemma on that, though. Especially knowing what I know now, especially after playing it. Oh, yeah, Steam Deck all day. Matter of fact, I need to put that poll up. Steam Deck or watch? Which one do you pick? I watch Ultra. I gotta say why I watch it. Steam Deck is easy. That's an easy win. But I get it. I understand her dilemma. I don't know. I want to pull that trigger. When you complain to your boss about a coworker and you're the one that gets into trouble. The key is, man, listen. Stop complaining to your boss about workers. If you got a problem with that worker, go to that worker first and be like, hey, man, listen, you got. And then if you want to be really dirty, you know what? You just start jotting down notes. So, look, man, I've been writing these notes down because, I'm sorry about who this person is y'all hired, but they a bum. But remember, man, my statement. It's not even my statement. It's a scripture. What's done in the dark always comes to light. I'm just joking, Kenny. Don't come back and give me any smoke later. That's right. You gotta set it up. Kenny probably say, "Oh, I got you. I got your Steam Deck right here." So definitely, yeah. I would pick up NieR, like I said before, if I didn't have a Steam Deck. But I'm picking it up because it's all on the cartridge. To me, that's impressive. If something ever happens to Steam Deck, and at Lord forbid, I can have it. I could better play it right on my Switch. But to me, this game is going to be definitely a collector's item. That's like something that I probably won't even break the seal unless I absolutely have to. You know what? The last Transformer game was terrible. But I will say that those older ones that was on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, like the Battle for Cybertron, those were super good. When you can transform, oh man, that and like the cut scenes. If you ever want to just want to watch the whole game, watch all the cut scenes, you can go on YouTube right now. It's like watching a movie. It's like watching a movie. Super good. And when Metroplex transformed, he was able to hold Optimus Prime in the palm of his hand. That was super dope. So definitely highly recommended. But a new Transformer game might be coming to Switch next year. I just hope that it's not in this particular style here, because this right here, this style looks kind of corny. But I'm not about none of that there. That looks whack. But once again, you know what? I'm a big Transformer guy. If you like Transformers, this might be exciting for you. It says Transformers Earthspark, which premieres in hold on. So it got a new show coming out. It says the developers. Let's see. So after the release of a promising but all too easy Transformer Battleground, that game was garbage. Back in 2020, we have been wondering where those robots in disguise have been disappearing to. presumably industrial estate park. Laugh out loud. However, 2 years on, Battlegrounds publishing Outright Games has announced that the engines are running on a new Transformer title to be released in 2023. Developer Teresa, whatever studios are, the team behind Star Trek Prodigy Supernova. Outright is keeping something in the finer details at the moment, though it has said that the game will be based on the upcoming animated series Transformers Earthspark, which premieres in November. I don't know. I might watch that Transformers because I like Transformers, but I don't know about that one. All right. I hate that all my. Let's see if my stories will pop up. Oh, these are. They didn't transform. I should have picked them up on here. Let's see. I forgot. Isn't the preview for Mario's movie this week? I think it's like the 6th. Today's the 3rd. Let's see. Oh, this is about merchandise. We don't care about that. Yeah, I care about. I can go back to the story, but I know we don't care about no merchandise. It looks like Rockstar's Midnight Club Los Angeles is now being remastered. I think we are in the period of remaster everything. Everything has to be remastered. But Midnight Club was dope. It was really dope on the PSP, to believe it or not. That was a pretty good game. But I don't know. With next gen graphics, it will probably be interesting to see what this game looks like. Am I overly excited? Nah. But to know that it could be remastered, some of you guys, I know Basil YT would probably think this is pretty dope because I know he likes racing cars games. So let me get out of here. So put that one on your radar. You know it's coming eventually. I'm not gonna read the whole story. It's just some good little title to jump into. All right, let's see. All right, this is what I want to talk about earlier. Japan Splatoon 3 continues its reign at the top, shifting an extra 301 units. Let's go. All right, golly. In 1 week, it is already at 2.7 million. And it came out on the 9th. It's not even a month yet. And they're already approaching 3 million in one, not multiple, but one region. By the time Nintendo reports, it's going to probably be 3 million, at least here in Japan. 3, not even, maybe even 4. And that's not saying what it is worldwide. So, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say when Nintendo reports, they're going to report that Splatoon 3 has eclipsed 10 million. That's what I'm saying. I'm going with that. So look at the software sales over in Japan real quick. Of course, you got Splatoon 3 number 1. Whatever this game is here, Rhythm Festival, came out brand new, started number 2, yeah, 31,000. So think about it like this here. The number 1 game in Japan sold 301, almost 302,000 units. Number 2 only sold 31,000. Let that sink in. Horizon Forbidden West sold 10,000. Let that sink in. So Splatoon 3 sold 30 times the amount of units than Horizon Forbidden West. Mario Kart sold almost 10,000 with 9.6 thousand. Minecraft rather sold almost another 9,000. Dragon Quest 10. These are all Nintendo games except for number 9. Number 9 was Dragon Quest 10, Rise and Fall of Tribes, whatever, offline. 5. Listen, everyone's playing. Ooh, Smash Brothers came in. I want Smash Brothers to clip 5 million. I think Nintendo Nintendo is leaving money on the table with Smash Brothers. I'm telling you, they can go ahead. They can take all the. If I'm Nintendo, this is what I would do. I would take all the DLC, put it onto a cart, and then go ahead and say, we're gonna do 5 more characters. Why not? You think people are not gonna buy that? They wouldn't repay. Okay, think about it like this. Would you rebuy Smash Brothers with all the DLC and the promise of 5 new characters for free for $60? Everybody and their mama would. They would rebuy that game in a heartbeat. All of it on the cartridge, all the DLC. Nintendo can mess around and sell another 10 million copies. Easy peasy. Let's get to some of these comments real quick. This says, I got quite a few since I was running my mouth. I said, KP says, man, you can't ask gamers whether they would choose a watch over game systems. No comparison there. But Candy, you did it though. Do. Muted Gaming says, I love Transformers for the DS. That was very fun. I don't remember Transformers for the DS. I might look into that. Grid Tactics, I'm playing chess, not checkers. I missed out on Steam Deck for a reason. I use my watch far more than I would Steam Deck, but don't worry, I have my Steam Deck in due time. Chess can be played on Steam Deck. Touche, pussycat. Touche. Always on Deck TV said 10 million would be crazy for Splatoon 3. Yeah, it would be absolutely crazy, but I'm telling you, it's doable. You think about Japan, it's not even the biggest market, and Japan sold 3 million. They sold to me, that 300,000 in week 3 of the game being out is crazy in its own right. So yeah, I think when the smoke clears and it's all said and done, because it's been number 1 over in the UK for a minute too, we all gonna be surprised. That 10 million, I think 10 million is probably lowballing it. Grid Tactics says, when Nintendo releases a Pro, I will buy Splatoon 3. If they don't, Splatoon will be a skip for me. Oh man, you are tripping. Splatoon 3 is good. It's good, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It is really, really good. But listen, I feel you. Let Sakurai enjoy his vacation. Man, nah, get back to work. A lion never stops being a lion. Nintendo worked that man like a slave. Yeah, they did. Listen, I just hope he got paid like a owner. Muted Gaming says, I bought a modem. I bought a modern original Xbox Duke controller. A modern original Xbox Duke controller, like it was an upgrade. One with bumpers and everything. It's got a cool animation on a tiny screen. Huh. I've never seen one of those before. CMG says, and this is the main reason why Nintendo continues to be successful. First party support. Facts. Those are facts, man. I don't think no one can get around that there. Let's look at the hardware sales of just for this. So what the Switch sold was 81, it was 82. 82, 86, another 86,000 Switches were sold in that same week. But you know what? Listen, I tell you, they keep selling like this, man. Nintendo still they don't need to. They're still selling this. You know what? It's gonna do nothing but get better as each month progressively gets better towards the holiday. I'm just gonna wonder what system that they're gonna put into a bundle. They better not be Mario Kart again. I think they need to go someplace different. Mario Kart is just like it's still like the legit reason to get a Nintendo Switch for Christmas because of the multiplayer aspect of it. But what they do, they should switch it up, put Splatoon 3 in that bad boy. That would be dope. All right. Doom, 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 doom. Is anybody picking this game up? I'm going to wait. I'm waiting till some reviews drop before I jump on this band right. You know, I didn't play the last one. I didn't too much care for it. I bought it for my kids. They played for a minute, but they get tired of that. I mean, I like the concept of where it's going. I just, I don't know. It's one of the things that I'll wait. I'm in no rush to pick this one up. I hate to be in Europe right now. I got my copy, but Bayonetta 1 physical release is delayed over in Europe. God almighty. Geeky said nope. What you saying no to, Geeky? When it goes on sale 2 weeks from launch, sure. Mario Kart plus 3 months of expansion pass. Oh man, yeah. Listen, that is a great combo. I mean, that's a combo meal right there. That's a combo meal. Oh, you'll get Mario vs. Rabbit when they're gonna sell. Oh yeah, listen, I won't buy it at launch. It's gonna be a Black Friday situation. It's like if it's gonna go on sale for Black Friday, and you know what? Then I might look at it. But yep, it says Geeky says nope to getting the Rabbids game. Yeah, I just like it's not my those type of games is not my cup of tea. It's like maybe I just need to give it a try. It's a lot of games that I just need to give a try to. It's just that one ain't one. Okay, so you know what? See, why are we on Ubisoft, man? Assassin's Creed Anniversary Edition mega bundle available on Switch for €99. So it's probably like $110 US or $105, or maybe it's just $100 US. Either way, I am not getting this. This is a hard pass. I mean, this is an easy pass. This is like no, hell no. You try to tell me for one game I'm paying almost a system? I might well buy another used light. It's a bunch of stuff I can buy for. I'm just not paying that for. Sorry, I mean I didn't even like Assassin's Creed that much. And this was like a God of War mega bundle. I would consider it, but no. I just want to put that out there. That's it. Right, Geeky. That's a crazy price. $99, man. Come on now. Your game is not that great, man. You know what? I seen this earlier, man. I thought about maybe I'll just write Jeff Keighley and say, hey man, I really want to come. How do I get an invite? That would be dope. I would make arrangements to make that happen if I got an invite. But public invites to the Game Awards for the first time in 3 years. This might backfire on them, though. That's the only thing about it. This might backfire on them because you know what? People's expectations and what's been presented to them over the years for the Game Awards have not been too kind the last 2 or 3 years. So I can foresee people booing them. Could you imagine watching the Game Awards and then watching the boos come in? This is some hard. This is garbage. I mean, for them to have the Game Awards, which is, I mean, we're gonna blink. It's gonna be right around the corner. I mean, think about it's October already. So you got November. You got November, December. It's like in 2 months. This year flew by. I mean, absolutely flew by. But if you look at it like this here, man, I mean, I like the Game Awards, but the last couple of years has been horrible. Dude, that's like every Assassin's Creed game, not one game. Man, listen, real talk. I don't care. That's still a lot of money. You had if you are a diehard, this might be for you. I would never. I would never. Now, if it was all, let's say if that was like the God of War mega bundle with all the God of Wars, I mean, like even the one from the PSP, all on one. Oh yeah, then I'll pay that. But Assassin's Creed, that's like saying Drake. Oh man, if it all on one cart, I could be tempted. Nah, I couldn't even tempt it then. Pretty sure Valhalla, Odyssey, Origins are part of that collection. Let's see. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to that story. Let's see if they announce what's all in the bundle. Okay, so you get a Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection. Say it's Assassin's Creed Black Flag, plus all the DLC, blah blah blah. You got the Ezio Collection. So no. So this bundle does not include. Includes 6 games: Assassin's Creed Adventures. There are Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Revelations, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Rogue. See, no. And then it requires a download of 34 gigabytes. Crazy. Man, I have like half of those games I already own on the Switch. Nah, Doc. No repurposing and branding for me, buddy. $99. You can get half of those games probably used for probably not even $20. Matter of fact, you can get half of those games at Walmart for $40. You can get the double. They both at Walmart right now. Half of those games, Assassin's Creed 3 and the bundle Black Flag. Matter of fact, you can get 4 of those. You can get the Ezio collection all on the Switch. Just 4 different games. It's cheaper than that $100. They crazy. Crazy. 34 gigabyte download. They can kiss my rump. Otherwise, he said, I have all the Assassin's Creed games which are on the Switch already. Right. They're going to charge me $100 to do it again? Forget it then. The 3 games I listed are part of PS5. Yeah, right. It's like, man, once again, man, when we talk about, we've been on here numerous times, we talk about companies making terrible decisions, and this is another company that of late has made some terrible decisions. I don't know who was governing the decision because they're all based upon some form of greed, not about true growth of the company, and they make decisions like this here. Ubisoft is going to be, before you listen, mark my words, Ubisoft will be called Tencent in about a year's time. I believe Tencent is going to buy them straight out. They're going to become the majority owner, and that family going to be poof off to the side, because Tencent is looking for more as they continue to build their brand. Because you know what, believe it or not, man, Tencent is the largest video game company. Did you know that? They are the largest per dollar. They're the largest video game company, larger than EA, larger than Take Two, larger than I can't say larger than Microsoft, but as a video game company, they're larger than Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo. That's crazy. But no, that's an easy pass for me. No, nah, Doc. Nah, Doc. Crystal Dynamics surveying players asking about the future of Legacy of Kain. Now, if you never played Legacy of Kain, man, I don't know what you can play it on now, but Legacy of Kain, man, I used to love that series. Absolutely love that series. I would love to see how that game transforms on a next gen console. It would probably be crazy. Crazy. But I'm glad that Embracer Group are embracing rehashing and rebranding some of these games. my issue is that, you know what, I'm gonna chop it to the Steam Deck effect. It's like, yeah, but you know what, they can redo these games, they can put them off on the Switch and have these miracle ports, but it's like, man, I mean, I really don't need them. One thing the Switch has to improve on, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, is that they're gonna have to do something with this outdated. It's not even the processor. It's this outdated hard drive, and they got to figure out some way to make their games more efficient to load faster. To me, that to me, about any next gen function. If you look at the PS5 or even the Xbox um, Series X, the major improvement is the hard drive speed. It makes games run so much quicker and load so much better, and so your play experience is this like heightened. For example, I bought two. Listen, I said I wasn't gonna buy it on Switch, but I bought it anyway because I wanted to, you know what, I wanted to see how it gonna play. So I bought 2K on the Switch. Why did I do that? Why did I even waste my money? But I did it. I did. I bought it on the Switch, and I can't play it. I can't play it on the Switch. I because once you play it on the Steam Deck, it's like, oh, it's like night and day. It's like night and day. I can't do it. I don't know how I got on the subject, but still, it's like I'm so glad that these companies are making these remakes. But if looking at it from being on the Switch, it's like I can play these games, you know, legitly on my Steam Deck and have a better experience. If I was to try to sell the Steam Deck to anybody, I would tell them that the experience playing the game is better on the Steam Deck than it is the Switch. What makes the Switch, you know what I'm saying, what hurts the Switch quite a bit is how games load. Now, every game is not like that. If you look at the Nintendo games itself, they load in, they optimize perfectly. But every game just don't get it. If you look at third party games, it's like, you know what? If I gotta wait, you know, 30 minutes for that bad boy to load up, but I'm not waiting that on the Steam Deck. It's like, oh man, Muted Gaming. Listen, man, you absolutely right. They should 100% remaster Splinter Cell. I'll buy them all. Absolutely. To me, if you know what, this question right here is a guerrilla tactics question. Is a matter of fact, Muted Gaming, you can probably answer it too. Is Splinter Cell on Steam? I don't know. I'm gonna look that up tonight if nobody can answer that. But is any of the Splinter Cell on Steam? I would love to know that. And that's a game I even like, as long as it played, I would go dig back into that. Guerrilla Tactics. I know your Steam Deck is probably close to you, man. Can you find that out? Man, if that I would pick Splinter Cell, man, was good. You talking about some good game. That was good time being the 360 era, man, was a good time to be a gamer. Quick thing, listen, I forgot to pick up the ASL collection on the Switch for $20 last summer. I'll look for it again on Black Friday. Yep. 10 says buying our Ubisoft is a solid prediction. Gave it that. Yeah. Oh, listen, because they have the desire to build their portfolio. They trying to be a major player, and you know what? They just kind of just, you know what, what they're doing is really like, how can I say it? Putting the gaming market to sleep. You know, they just making a little purchase here, a little purchase there, a little more here, a little more there. They're not trying to make a big splash for people, you know, so the radar be on it. They just kind of just flying under the radar, just buying a little here, buying a little there, and then people don't even know, like, man, they're per dollar, they're the biggest video game company, and they, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna do nothing but get bigger. Telling y'all, keep your eyeballs watching. Keep your eyeballs watching. A few of the games are on Steam. Most are on Uplay. Okay, now you gotta explain to me what is Uplay. I don't know what Once again, I'm new to Steam. What is Uplay? Video Gamer said yes. All the Splinter Cell games are on Steam. What's the prices? You know any of the prices? Can you see the prices? Meter Gaming. I would like to know that. That'd be great information. All right, let me get off this. Get to another story. I'm picking this up. I think this is. I always said when Cuphead first came out, I hated the fact that there was not a physical version, but I'm kind of glad they waited. They put all the DLC on one game. It's one of those games that's like, you know what, you just want to have in your collection. Of course, I'm not buying it on the other ones, but oh yeah, this is a definitely, hey, I want this game on my Switch because I had such a good time and experience playing this game on the Switch that I want to own it. It's one of those games like, you know what, I want to make sure that my grandkids play. You know, oh, $10, buddy. I can do $10. So, Grizz, I say Uplay is Ubisoft's launcher. You have to sign in, much like EA or okay. Do you have to play? Do you have to pay for Uplay? I hope I'm not going to pay to use the launcher. You played Madden on Steam Deck? Absolutely. Same theory with Uplay launcher games boot from Steam. Okay, but listen with Okay, all right. I need to figure that out. If I don't gotta pay for Uplay, I can. Okay, no, it's free. Ah, excelente, my brother, man. I appreciate you, man. Passing that knowledge. Anybody else didn't know nothing about that? I guess I'm just the late person to the party, but I appreciate the knowledge. Cause I need that. I need that Splinter Cell in my life, especially if it plays well. That's the only thing about it. I just want it to play well. But yeah, Cuphead is just one of those games, man, that I think like every gamer should experience. It's almost like, you know what, like I believe every gamer should experience the hardship of playing the Mega Mans. I think everybody needs to experience that level of frustration. Like I think everybody should play Super Mario 3. I think everybody should play Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and Ghosts, however you said it. These games is just like brutally hard for no reason. I love Ghouls and Ghosts because you only get 3 men. Like you got to make it to a checkpoint for you can resuit that armor. So your precision and that attention to that precision that was like on a whole nother level. But like my son couldn't play that game. It would make him so mad. It would really really make him mad. Matter of fact, I probably need to do that just to say, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Never played Cuphead. Geeky, super good. Super good. Super good. Super good. Definitely if the physical edition is not crazy, I would pick it up. But it's definitely one of those games. It's an old school game where it's about timing and your timing got to be good. But definitely I would highly recommend it. If you like games that will give you a challenge, this is definitely not no Disney game for sure. Let's see. You can say I'll see you the prices of them on your phone. Oh, I appreciate you. Listen, yep. Matter of fact, it came. I think. I need help with these questions. See, look, my wife trying to shut me down. My wife has been nominated for Teacher of the Year for the Department of Juvenile Justice, and so she's writing these questions, and so I'm going to she be needing my help on writing these questions. So I gotta. I'm probably gonna jump to the wheel a lot faster tonight. I'm gonna try to say give her home. Let me respond to her. If I don't respond to her, she'll be mad. No. Let's see. Give me. All right. Had to respond to her. If you're not, it'd be all bad. This is Greta Tactic says smooth move, geeky. Cuphead is like getting kicked in the balls for no reason. Yeah. Cuphead is a different beast, man. It is a deal, but super fun, man. Super. I just love that game. But you know what's good? Go watch the cartoon on Netflix. Oh man, by the time you get to like the second episode, it's super good. I'm gonna give you another game, another show on Netflix that you should watch. That's like super raunchy but super funny. Is F is for Family. Oh man, if you're listen, you around my age, you know, you're like in your 40s. You're gonna appreciate because how that whole how they run it. That's how life was back in the day when we was kids. Kids were to be seen and not heard, and kids did all kind of stuff. It was just it's a good show. It's raunchy though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not something that I'll be watching with my kids. Don't watch it with your kids. Say shout out to gaming wife. Yeah, man. Listen, she is. I want her to. I really want her to win, and I think she has a good chance of winning. So, but you know, my wife is a straight shooter, and I mean by that is like, she tells it like it is, and so she be need me to add fluff to some of her pieces. I'll be like, oh no, you can't, you just can't say that. She'd be like, well, that's the truth. I'm like, I know, but everybody ain't ready for the truth. So you know, I'm like I'm her yin to her yang. So if you like the game and the DLC that you'll never beat, okay, come ahead and the DLC is for you. Shut up. Love Cuphead can be crazy frustrating but addictive and fun at the same time. Yeah, see, listen, see, Candy gets it. She gets it. Always on that TV said, about to get my first win of 2000. Man, you haven't won this year yet? Wow. You know what? Listen, Mendez used to always win on the wheel. He used to like crush it. I mean, I think it was like maybe like a 2-month span. It was like every 2 weeks I was sending this joker $10. I said, man, can I claim you on my child support? Oh man. So I got past the first 2 worlds in Cuphead. Oh dang, listen. Oh, I got a lot farther than you. Cuphead's the truth, man. All right, you all set. Appreciate you, Muted Gaming. Everything that you do. All right. So, oh yeah, Muted Gaming. You know, so guess who called? And I put him live on the stream. Listen, go back to early in the stream, but Thomas Vines called, and you know what he called and asked for? Some money. I sent it to him though. I sent it to him, but yeah, you should go back and listen to him talk. he said a nice little joke about Thomas Vine, about Josh Timms. You know, Josh Timms about to have a baby too. These stupid kids. I was trying to tell them, don't have no babies. You don't got no money. What to do? Go have babies with no money. All right, let's see. Oh, I wanted. They had another story that says launch. Ooh, this is huge. Resident Evil 4 remake launching on PS4, but not Xbox One. I wonder why is that. I mean, to me, I don't care anyway. But you know, if I was an Xbox fan, I would. You know what? I would have an issue with that. That would to me that would bother me. If you know what, if PS4 is getting the game, you know, it can't be so difficult that you can't put it on Xbox One. But then if you can put it on Xbox One or PS4, could it come to Switch Pro or Switch 2 or whatever you want to call it? I think it could. When is the release of this game? Let me see if they. I forgot the release date. I don't know. I forget what. I know this comes out next year. I just don't know the release date. If they, I know that. No, it's March. It is March, isn't it? March. Yeah. So that would be dope. I would love to see this transform over to the Switch. But once again, got a Steam Deck. You know, it's not coming to Steam Deck. Let's see. So I can't wait for Mendez and his art to go out back to back. We about to bring the back. Bring that back. I hope CMG wins tonight. He's had a rough week, and it's only Monday. Their pullout game is weaker than Russell's. Oh, jump shot. You know what? It is, man. Listen. The bad part about it, the kids in my classroom, man, I am straight up with them. I don't put no punches, and I told them, I said, listen, man, having a child is hard. Wrap it up. I said, man, listen, if you need help, get you some contraceptives, I'll point you in the right direction. But wrap it up. You don't need no babies. And you know what? The first little piece of booty they find, they just fall in head first. But at least out of all my students who are, expected, soon to be fathers, Josh Timms is going to marry his girl, and I'm very proud of him in that. I hope it works out. But either way, wouldn't have been me. Gaming Dad with the Splinter Cell playthrough. Shoot, man, if I can get some time, yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope. I really want to do a playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 4 on my PS3. I did pick that up used, so I wonder, I might have to look into that. That's what I want to do. That's still funny. Westbrook jump shot is pretty bold. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the Lakers are gonna do. I don't know. I'm just excited to see my Pistons this year and see what they do. I don't need them to win. I just need them to compete. They compete every night. I'll be happy. Last year was, it didn't get good to the end of the season. First part of the season for my Pistons was terrible. At least towards the end, it was competing, and I was like, I can deal with that. So, oh man, I'm waiting for the right one for me. I ain't ready for no kids right now. You listen, I tell anybody, man, kids are expensive. I love my children. I'm glad I had them as early as I did because now they're getting ready to. They're kind of like dwindling out the house, and I'm still young enough that I can go out and me and my wife who can live our life. Live our life. Knicks got a young team. Pistons, well, yeah. Listen, I'll tell you that the Knicks is not going to be bad to watch for any stretch of imagination. I would definitely, keep in touch with the Knicks because I like young teams because they play with just a tad bit more hunger. But LA gonna be that's gonna be. I don't know. I'm not gonna. And I can't. You never count LeBron out, but he said first Bakari with the kid. Now Josh. Seriously, both dummies of the classroom having kids. What's next, David? Nah. Out of reach. Ah, man, leave them kids alone. Muted Gaming. They said the same thing about you. All right. Let me get back to the next story. All right. To me, rumor Horizon Zero Dawn remaster reports have Bloodborne fans fuming. Okay, yes. I think if I was a Bloodborne fan, I would be upset too because I think that's, to me, Bloodborne remaster is probably the more logical remaster if you're going to remaster anything, especially after Sony after at what's that game on the PS5 that the company they just bought. However, I forget what's the name of that company. I hate it on top of my head. It's an ID or something. Whatever. But however, this move right here, if this is true, and more than likely this kind of remaster won't come out for a couple years, but I don't think you need a remaster of this game, even if it came out in 2017, I think. Okay, I don't. I think it came out in 2017, but we don't need a remaster of this game. Like as much as The Last of Us I'm not buying that remaster either. I might buy it only if it's got to be a Black Friday super sale. Like it's got to be like under $30, 25. If it's a $25 deal on Black Friday, oh, then I'll pick it up. But because The Last of Us is a good game. I'm not stripping. It is a good game, but once again, it was not needed. It's like how many times you gonna remaster this game? It's like just once again, just constantly milking the cow. Listen, a great question. Great question. Who in the HELL asked for this game? See, once again, just like these companies, man, they making these decisions are based on greed, not on logic. That's what I hate. It's like, what? Ubisoft, Sony, EA. Boy, they've made some dumb decisions, Charlie Brown. Y'all remember that part of Charlie Brown was it was like, boy, you stupid, Charlie Brown. I be want to say that to those three companies. Like, man, y'all are stupid. I think EA is the dumbest out of all of them because they just like, they just don't like money. It's like, there's no way I would not have a Madden. They should have had a Madden when the Switch was at 50 million. It's like, oh, this is legit. You gonna make that money back and then some. See, Madden in the US is totally different than soccer worldwide. You know what? I wonder how good soccer has done for EA on the Switch. That would be some interesting information, but we probably never know. But yeah, this is a dumb move. A dumb move. A game, another game that I just couldn't support. They could send me this for free, but I wouldn't dare say I'm going out to buy this game. Ooh, I'm looking forward to it. I don't care how good it looks. It's like, man, we just got done with the first experience. Like, we don't need to know. Tell you, man, dumb companies making dumb moves. Is anybody picking up No Man's Sky? Another game that I'm going to pass on. I'm passing. Pass. I'm passing on No Man's Sky. But you know what? I mean, I'm not going to play the video. But, nope. This is another game. It's like, this to me, this is a game that's a little too, it's a little too late. This game should have came out, like even NieR Automata is a game that should have came out like 2 years ago. Or even a year ago. Like this game right here this game would have benefited if it came out at the height of the pandemic. It have sold, it have done well. But they waited too late to make these decisions. It's like you can't, listen, man, get with the times. All right. So I'm not gonna dig into too many more stories. This is the last call. If you have not got your opportunity to get on the wheel. Because the wheel gonna go fast tonight. It's only like 12 people. Make sure I'm gonna look again. I got Butternogs on there. I got Muted Gaming, CMG. If your name is not on the board, please let a brother know. I'm gonna kind of go through and scan real quick. If you're not on the board, this is your chance. KP is on the board. She was first. Kiki on the board. Quake 311 on the board. Pastor YT on the board. CMG. All right, I think that's gonna be it. All right, good people. Listen, without any further ado, let's get into it. You ain't on the wheel. Gaming Dad is now on the wheel. GD on the board. That's 13 people, ladies and gentlemen. 13 people. We know how we do around this part. It's been on a hiatus for 2 weeks, but it's back like Donkey Kong. If you know if your name is picked first, well, you're going to get that sweet Peter Griffin. All right, good people. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get it in so we can get done. First one to get off the board today and get that lovely Price is Right ringtone. Quake 311. You out of here. You got to go. All right, who's up next to catch a flex? And our first loser of the evening, and it will be my guy, CMG.
You lose.
And those Stadia I had to double up, man. Peace out, Stadia. Welcome back to Switch and Steam Deck for you, CMG. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll keep it rolling. We're down to 11 people. 11 alive. Uh-oh. It could be GD, but it's not. Butternox is out of here. I know, man. Another one bites the dust for CMG. Who up next to catch these flex? And it will be just like candy. Ow. Ultra Watch Gang is out of here. We're down to 9 people. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be my brother who got NieR Automata early, Steve M, ladies and gentlemen. Please blow him off the map. Thank you much, Steve. Appreciate you. All right. Gaming Dad still alive. Watch out. But you know what? Who else alive? Mendez on here twice. And there's only 8 people left. Uh-oh. Who's up next? Got almighty. Who could it be? And it looked like it's going to be GT.
It's all there, black and white,
Guerrilla Tactics.
Crystal. You get nothing.
You lose. Good day, sir. Let's get into the... It said, Guerrilla Tactics says, man, what a rough week for CMG. CMG is out of there. Dang, Candy Game with the booze. Geeky was like, I'm so close. Geeky's on the board, though. Let's see who's up next. Who's up next? Who's our next loser? Dang, Geeky. It was close.
You lose.
Shout out to my girl Geeky, but she is out of here. Follow Geeky, ladies and gentlemen, on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. She's been throwing some YouTube videos up lately. Been peeping game. We're down to 6 people, ladies and gentlemen. 6 people. 6 people. Dougie Fresh, you're on. On. Who's up next? Catch the flex, and it will be always on Deck TV.
It's all there.
Is out of there.
Clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to 5 people still alive. Let's go. Who's our next winner tonight? And that winner will be Basil YT. Give it up for Basil YT. He's our winner tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But
Psych.
Next time.
Oh, so close, but no cigar. What's going on, Ruben, man? Why you come to the stream so late, my brother? I started the wheel already. We're down to our last 4 people. Appreciate you coming through, though. Oh, you said 8 p.m. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, man. EST time, Eastern Standard Time. So your 8 p.m. is really like 10, I think. No. It's like 6, probably. I think you're like 2 hours behind us. It's either 6 or 3, 1 and 2. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that, man. Listen, you got to turn on notifications. There you go. Bazza, use Vape Cloud. Geeky, use the power code. Oh, man. That joke is funny. That joke is funny. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 4 people left on the scene. Gaming Dad is in the final 4 for the first time ever. Muted Gaming on the board. Always on deck. Gaming and Samantha with the dub is still up in here. Who's up next to catch the flex, ladies and gentlemen? Break it down to our last 4. Who is out the door? Who would it be? And our look, see, I was close, but Gaming Dad is out of here.
Next time. Slug heads.
Remove. All right, ladies and gentlemen, down to the last 3. There will be a new winner tonight. Muted Gaming, always on deck. Gaming and Samantha Dub. Who is up next to catch the flex? Let's see who is the next one to get up out of here. And that will be, it's coming close. Oh, Samantha Dub is out of here. Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Grid Tech says he jinxed himself. Stupid. Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, we down to our last final two, and the winner's circle representing Walmart gas station. It is Mutant Gaming. Always on deck TV, playing some Disney greatest hits is Mendez himself, and we only could have one winner. Who would it be, ladies and gentlemen? Let me get my drum roll together. All right, drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. Drum roll, please. And tonight's winner will be. Oh my goodness, Mutant Gaming with the dub. Always on deck TV. Kids, give it up for Mutant Gaming coming in tonight with the dub. Mutant Gaming, my guy, with the dub. This might be your first win. I think this is your first win. Oh man. So listen, hey, I will send you your eShop card via text message. You would get that very, very soon. Hey yo, I was I was scrubbing the trash can trolling. Oh man, listen. Hey, y'all, shout out to me. That my first win. Nice. Always on deck TV with the congrats. Man, you came close, man. You said you like, listen, I'm about to get this dub. And he always lurking around that win cycle. Congrats to Mutant Gaming. Good night, everyone. Have a great week. Yes, may God bless you guys this week. Hope you guys are safe and wonderful and have a successful week. I hope God blesses your pockets. I hope you find some way to show some love to other people. Be nice, be kind, all that good stuff. GG, people, good night. All right, this is your boy Gaming Dad. You know how I end in true fashion in my famous Soul Train quote. Let me get myself together, you know. But once again, man, listen, have a great week, man. I'll put the rest of the comments up after the stream is over. But this is your boy Gaming Dad. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all back again next Monday. Same time, same bat station. This is your boy. And peace, love, and soul.